Zoom difficulties.
We knew that it's sort of tight for a lot of people, so we'll make it efficient and good.
Okay,
How are you feeling?
I am feeling much better, thank you.
Uh-oh, did you have a bug?
I had a bug last week. I also had 2 solid weeks of family company, which didn't help.
Yeah.
And children were part of that, which is where the bug came from. So
Oh, yeah.
they've all gone home and so has the bug. I'm well, thank
They're
you.
wonderful, but they're germy, aren't they?
Little petri dishes, yes. It's good to see all of you.
And you too.
Thank
Hi
you.
there. You too. I'm sorry, I'm multitasking here.
It's okay. I'll work not to do that in the next 30 minutes, but I've been doing it all morning, so.
I'm doing it right now too.
All
So,
right.
yeah, go ahead.
We had a good meeting with Grant Thornton, so.
Yeah, Joyce was telling me all about that. That's great. Great.
Mhm.
Wonderful. Yeah, I can't wait to hear all the details, but good. Um, Let me see. I'm taking some notes.
So Beth, if you just tell me where you want me to jump in, I'm very
Yep.
flexible. I'm not worried
If
about it at
you're
all.
okay with what I mentioned yesterday, I think that's a great place for you to, just for
Perfect.
them to shift and focus on the intention and what happens and be
Of the
nice.
triads, right? The
Yep.
two people
Yep.
coaching.
And why we do it and how effective it is and what we've heard from people
Yep.
that and that you also have experienced it. So,
Experienced it a couple times
mhm.
from both sides.
Yep.
So, yeah, good.
Oh,
Hmm.
it's uh the beauty about this group, it's some of them came because of us, but some of them we don't know. They
Hmm.
found it on LinkedIn and the emails that Joy sent, and so
Mhm.
it's nice. A few of them are from Duke. They come from different industries, and
There's like 15 people coming.
that's
Wow.
amazing.
Well,
Uh,
there's some that are SCT, but we have a lot.
Well, I did put this out to one of my coaches who has not yet trained in this model. And
The
he's considered.
infamous Nina, welcome.
Hi, Joyce.
Hi.
Yeah, nice to see you.
Good to
Thank you
see
so
you.
much for hosting this meeting. I
oh,
have looking forward to know more about the coachings of the sixth domain. I
great.
definitely
Good.
benefit a lot from my Duke Leadership Program. So thank you all.
Mm-hmm. Of
So
course.
Nina helped. She was so helpful when we did the FEMA engagement.
Yeah,
And so she works with Richard and right?
yeah, they
Yeah.
are not easy to work with.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, government have a lot of details. Yeah, but
Mhm.
we work out very well.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Just took my background down, so I'm not competing with Delta there.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
I need to get the Delta one loaded. I will, I promise.
Yeah,
Sim used
totally.
his this morning. It was great. Hi,
Hmm.
Raj.
Hello, greetings. I'm still trying to figure this out because I'm using my work computer and they don't allow the Zoom, so I'm
Hmm.
just trying to fix it. Give me just 2 minutes.
No problem.
Can you see us though, Raj? I hope so.
Let me see. I think so. Yes.
Good.
Sorry, I had multiple screens.
I just want to make sure you can see us.
Yeah,
We'd like to see
definitely.
you, but don't worry about that
Yeah,
part.
I will. I will be. I'm just perhaps I have to sign off and maybe join through the phone. Uh,
Hi, Brenna.
Good afternoon. How are you all doing today?
Hi,
Good, good to
Brenna.
Good.
Good to see you.
Good to see you as well.
We'll give everybody one more minute or so. So since we have such a short period of time, I think we should get started. It would be great if you can to let us see your beautiful face. I know Raj has issues there with his Zoom, but it would be great.
All right. So welcome everybody. We are really thrilled that you all are here and excited to find out a little about you and also to field any questions that you may have about this program that we love. And I think what I'd like to do first, let me go to the next slide here, is just tell you what we're going to try to do in this short little time we have together. A quick welcome. And in terms of introductions, I'm going to ask you just something specific. We have quite a large group, so I think we're just going to have you put something in chat. We do want to then set expectations about what we hope to get out of this program for you and for the community as a whole that we're creating. And next, we'll talk to you a little bit about the structure of the course so you know what comes ahead in terms of pre-work and what to expect during the program. And then we have some exciting opportunities coming up to link this with a pathway to ICF's coach certification. So we want to share that with you as well. And we have plenty of time for questions. I hope I can move through the first part of it fairly quickly so that we can field any questions that you have. I want to start by introducing our team really quickly. My name is Beth High, and I am the Director of Programs and Products for Delta Leadership, and also the founder of this program, along with Orit. And I am the lead facilitator on this program, which I truly love doing and can't wait to do it with all of you at some point. Next, I'd like to introduce Sharon Hull, Dr. Sharon Hull, who is the co-facilitator in this program. And she's going to talk to you a little bit about her experience having both gone through it and now helping with the facilitation of it. We also have Joyce Monaco, who is our Director of Operations and just the mainstay, the person that will give you the answers you need. If you don't get them all here, she's the one that's going to be reaching out to you and helping you find your way through the Delta offerings, and particularly this one. And last is Orit Ramler, who is our CEO at Delta. We're thrilled to have her here, both as CEO and also to be part of this information session. So all of us will be saying something during the time, but I wanted to make sure that you knew who each of us was and what role we play with Delta. We are a small, tight team, and we all really love this program. So I want to explain what we think it offers to you, and then also a little bit about the mechanics of what it is. So that's who we are, but I'd love to just give you 30 seconds to put into the chat, if you would, who you are, where you're physically located. It's fun for us to know that. And then what brought you here? What's your interest in this? So I'm just going to be quiet for 30 seconds or so and let you do that. And you can be looking at that as we see it come through. Thank you. Keep going if you aren't quite done yet, and we can keep peeking. Joyce, I'd love to ask you to keep an eye on the chat if there's anything that comes up there. If I don't see it when we're doing the questions, that would be great. Okay. I've got to rearrange my screen here a little bit. So a little bit about what we want to express to you in terms of what we believe this program is going to give you and what our commitment is in doing this. So I'm going to start with the expectations. We want to make sure that when you leave this program, you feel both comfortable and very excited about using the model and the survey in your work with leaders. And that may take many different forms. Predominantly, it's coaches who are looking for something that can really help them hone in on the topic of leadership and the science behind it, the research behind it, in guiding their clients through the experience of being coached on their leadership effectiveness. We know all of us, Orit, myself, Sharon, we are all coaches and do this work. And we have good bodies of evidence that we're happy to share with you in stories anytime about how well this framework works. And so we want you to feel comfortable in using it, using the survey that the model is based on, but also being able to be agile with the model itself. We want to prepare you to take it into your work, whatever your work is, whether it's coaching or teaching or something else, and feel comfortable with the framework and really feel as though it's something that you can use to help focus on that topic of leadership. We can promise you that you will get immersed in the 6 domains, that you will have an experience that is immersive and fulfilling. We believe it's very fulfilling, and also we know it's going to be filling. There's a lot of work that's involved in this, and it's an intense program, but one that we believe really gets you ready to launch on your journey of using the 6 domains model in whatever the capacity is that you feel that it's appropriate for in your world. And I think what you can expect from us is a commitment to helping you figure out how you can use it and where it might be most effective in reaching the goals that you have. We have a lot of different kinds of coaches who specialize in different things. And we also are aware of how useful this model is in management training, and in helping leaders as they move through their careers and stages of leadership. Leadership never stops. It's sort of like parenting. We know that it never stops. You don't say, okay, we get the 4th birthday, we're all done, woohoo. It always changes. And with leadership, we know that it changes every time there's a new challenge, every time there's a new person that you're connecting with, every time there's a new arena that you hope to influence others. And so what we love about this tool, this model, is that it is appropriate in all of those places and can help you focus on the role of leader that you want to compete, the role that you want to use for yourself, but not the position necessarily, because the positions change. But we want to help you see how this model can be used to define yourself as a leader and also to help people grow in their leadership capacity. So simply put, our desired outcome for this is that you feel fully prepared and inspired to support your leaders in the work that you do with leaders using the 6 domains model and the 6 domains survey. The beginning of the program is more focused on the model, and that takes place in the pre-work that is assigned to this program. The program begins about a month before our 2-day in-person session. And during that month, you will be completing a self-paced online course that will really immerse you in the 6 domains model. And that gets you set and ready to move into studying the survey and the reports that are generated from the survey. In addition, you are going to complete an SDLS yourself, a 6 domains of leadership survey. fondly known as the SDLS. You will be taking that yourself, and you will also have a coaching session with one of the Delta coaches so that you are experiencing exactly what we're going to be preparing you to do. And we really feel that that pre-work, that runway into the 2-day program, sets you up nicely to feel ready to take on the 2 days and dive into the specifics of the report. So during the time, you have about a month, and during that time, the pre-work takes, we say, an average of about 6 hours to complete. The survey itself does not take very long to complete. You'll be assigning it to the people that are around you that you want to get that 360 perspective from. And we can help you select who the raters might be that would give you the most robust report. But like all 360s, you want somebody that you report into, you want some people that you work alongside, people that report to you. And also there's another category. And the other category is anybody, perhaps it's a group of people who worked with you in the past, or perhaps it's a people you have worked with and influenced in your community. So that category, that bucket is there to get some perspective from them. We will guide you through that whole process, but we want you to experience it before you come into the 2-day workshop.
It's virtual. I just want to clarify, Beth
Yes.
misspoke. I just want to say that it's a virtual and the pre-work is self-paced. So
Mhm. And you will be assigned a Delta coach, and you'll be working with that coach to schedule the coaching session in a way that works for you. And it usually happens during the week before our live session. Now, what happens in that live session? In the live session, I've got the agendas up here, but I just want to move through it so that you understand the emphasis is on you really getting practical experience with the survey. So we review the coaching methodology that we espouse because it is one that is aligned with the ICF methodology, and we want to make sure that we're all on the same page about what we what we what we espouse in terms of our coaching approach. So we review that quickly. And then we spend some time looking at sample surveys so that you can start to immerse yourself in what the report really holds. We don't want you to be thrown into it and go, what now, how does this work? So we spend time on the first day really going through the report and helping you understand what the different parts of the report can offer up in terms of working with people and their capacity to lead more effectively. In that group, we'll field questions about the report. We'll field questions from you as coaches about how you work with your clients and how this might fit in. We'll have a couple of coaches in the room with us who we love to share our experiences with it. We love to share the experiences of what we found with the report when it's really been able to be focused on something like this. And so it's going to be rich in information around the report itself. You'll also then have an opportunity to work in a small group, you and another person and a Delta coach, to do an analysis on another survey. So you'll get a sample survey and you'll just jump in there and see what kind of hypotheses you might draw from it. And then you'll have time at the end to share your notes with another and also share it with the coach. And that takes a good chunk of time, but it's a good way to just throw you into the fire and say, okay, here's one. How are you going to start analyzing it and dissecting it so that interesting questions that you have from the information are ready for when that's appropriately offered up during your coaching session? After that, we get to have some time with Sim. Sim Sitkin is the founder of Delta Leadership and the co-developer of the 6 Domains of Leadership model with Alan Lind. And he is a professor at Duke University and has been working with this model in many different capacities for a good long while now. So we get to go right to the source. And we'll encourage you to think about things that you might want to ask him because it's a rich opportunity. Then at the end of the first day, we'll spend just a little bit of time getting you ready for the second day. And the second day is when we really get into some specific coaching. So I'm going to pass it over to Sharon because Sharon has had the experience of having been in it as a participant and also having coached it and helped with facilitation. So, Sharon, if you wouldn't mind sharing what you feel is the value, how it works, and what you think they're going to get out of it.
Happy to do that, Beth. Thank you. And welcome to everybody. What I will say is that during day one, you are assigned to a triad, one learning partner from the class and one Delta coach. That Delta coach is different than the coach who debriefs you about your own survey. Am I correct about all of that, Beth?
That is correct. And there's a very specific reason. We want to experience you to have experiences with different coaches to see that there are a myriad of approaches that you can take with this.
And so that triad that gets assigned in the live experience is active both in day one and then in day two. At the end of day one, your learning partner from the class and you will exchange your results. And you will coach each other about your real results as a real coaching client. The role of the coach in that triad on day two is not to grade you. I've not seen anybody fail this. You get a lot of feedback, and nobody will be perfect, including those of us who have done it many times. But this is not about being graded. It's about getting live feedback from both a real coaching client and a coach who has experience with this instrument. It's really a rich part of the program, and it takes up the majority of the second day. People tell us that they find it incredibly worthwhile and they leave having practiced one and seen somebody else practice and gotten feedback. And people tell us it's one of the strongest parts of the program. I have gone through the training twice, and I've been a faculty facilitator both in the triads and in the pre-live session coaching several times. I find this to be so much fun in both roles, and I think you shouldn't be scared of it. You should come ready to practice, start with beginner's mind, and know that you will still be a beginner when you leave, and that's okay. Many of us still think we're kind of mid-beginners anyway, and we learn something new every day. So, Beth, that's my summary of my
I think
experience.
that's great. Yeah. And I can't echo enough how much we enjoy doing it. And as you said, we all learn from it. Every time we do this workshop, there is wonderful group sharing and new avenues to explore about how effective this can help you be as a leadership coach. Um, it's a very strong tool. We believe in that. At the end of the day, we'll come back together, debrief, but we'll also spend some time helping you understand what Delta can do to support you, what kind of resources we have, what are the mechanics of getting surveys and using them with your clients. And we will make sure we cover all of that. And then we'll spend a few minutes high-fiving each other because it really is a powerful 2 days. And we become part of a little mini community. And we have people who are like, I went through it with you. And you're also part of the larger community. We, as Delta coaches and coaches who use the survey, are building a very strong community of practice. And when you complete the program, you will be part of that community, which we meet on a regular basis with forums and a lot of different other kinds of activities. But we'll welcome you into that. And we have some things that we give you right away. But that's the end of our piece. Now, we do have a very new and exciting opportunity that I think many of you may be interested in. So I'm going to hand it over to Arit to announce what that is, and also to one of our guests here, Adam.
Thank you, Beth. Thank you, Sharon. I want to emphasize that the certification that we're offering, you will be getting an incredible tool beyond the coaching itself and the survey, which is the 6 domains of leadership model that you will have an opportunity to dive into. And as a coach, I've been coaching with Delta for more than 12 years almost, and it unleashes leadership wherever I go, with my own clients, through Delta organizations, it opens an opportunity to a whole new framework on how my clients are thinking leadership, and the impact we are seeing in organizations is really transformative. And because we believe in the model, we believe in our certification, we are thrilled to announce a new partnership that we're working on that where we want to offer also an ICF coach certification. So through our program, you're going to get ICF credits. And beyond that, we want to make sure that everyone who comes through our program can also become a certified coach. And for that, we are partnering with Coach Academy. It is strategy consulting talent organization that where we have here a few guests, Brenna, Dana, and Adam, who is the VP Talent Management for SCT. And we're going to invite him to share with us a little bit about the program.
Thanks so much, Ort. I appreciate the opportunity to shed a little light on this. So, a few months ago, Ort and I got together and we started thinking about, well, how can we complement the existing Delta Leadership certification with the ICF standards? Now, what is the ICF? The ICF is the International Coaching Federation. The International Coaching Federation is the global body that sets the standards for professional coaching, including leadership coaching. They define things like the ethics, the skills, and expectations for how coaching is practiced. And when someone says they're an ICF coach, it means they've gone through rigorous training, they've demonstrated actual coaching skill, and they're committed to a clear code of conduct within the coaching federation. And what this does is it creates a clear professional standard from which coaches can jump off from to engage their clients. So as a starting point, it might sound like I'm an associate certified coach with the ICF, or I'm a master certified coach with the ICF. Why does this matter? The ICF is the common language of coaching and a shared standard. The consistency and integrity of the approach shows up in their leader development. And so as Ort and I got to talking about this, we drew a little bit of a picture that I'll share on my screen now. Oh, I just need to get that authority from whoever's in charge of this meeting. Great, thank you so much. And here it is. I want to just share this quick picture of how we have nested the SCT Coach Academy, which is where you go for your ICF training to be trained as an ICF certified coach, and complemented it with the Delta Leadership certification. You can see what Beth was describing in there and sharing kind of illustrated for us, that we've got the online self-paced module for Delta, the SDLS assessment itself, where you get some feedback for your own benefit, and of course your one-on-one SDL coach conversation, and then 2 modules. In this model, we would call those modules 4 and 5, but before you got to that Delta element, we would start off with modules 1, 2, and 3 of ICF-based training, where we think about things like the ICF core competencies in coaching that sound like actively listening, that sound like evoking awareness, bringing coaching conversations to conclusion with great intention, finding clear agreements with clients to make sure you know what are we going to talk about today and what's important to you about that. After Delta, we would conclude with a joint session that talks about the ethics and the applications of assessment. So, okay, great. I went to Delta and I got this tool, but how do I use it? How do I bring it to life for my clients using the ICF standards as a guide, where we talk about things like open questions and engaging our clients in thoughtful ways to really bring this feedback to life and leverage the extremely powerful 6 Domains of Leadership survey. What this does is provide a one-stop shop for both a ICF certification as well as, oh, for some reason my camera stopped. I apologize. Everyone wants to see me. There I am. Sorry if you lost me for a minute. What this does is it creates an environment where you can get both your ICF certification and your Delta Leadership certification in one stop. So as you leave the SCT Coach Academy, you have with you already a tool to really bring coaching to life for your clients, something that they will get substantive, in-depth feedback on to reflect on, something that you can work with your client to illustrate to them what's possible. I'll stop there, Orit, and happy to answer any questions on it.
So I want to add that we will be launching this for the fall. We will still have, we have our Delta training in the spring, and you can take the first the Delta module and then complement it with the ICF certification the fall, or you can do it in any order. We're very, very excited about this, and I thank you, Adam, for presenting it and sharing it.
I think this is really a remarkable opportunity that we are thrilled to be offering because most of the people who have come through our certification program have been coaches. They're already established coaches, or they are in the process of doing that work. And I think there are many who haven't been able to jump into the certification program. This is a very effective way to get, as we said, two things accomplished, two birds with one whatever. You want to get it all pulled together. And also the fact that it gives you something that you can then turn over. So Adam doesn't give the certification. ICF gives the certification, but the completion of his program then enables you to submit that into ICF and get awarded the entry level of certification as a coach. It's a great opportunity for anyone that you know who has been thinking about taking on coaching. This is a good way to dive in and get into that entry level and have that qualification, but also know that they can continue to grow on and also get a very clear focus for the instrument with our leadership model and the survey that goes with it. I'd love to now take any questions you have for any one of us about that we haven't answered for you. Anybody, please just jump in or raise your hand. Anything from the chat that we should address, Joyce?
Only thing is that Brenna, take a look at she posted a link for information for everyone if they have questions about the ICF. Oh, we have a question from Nina. What is the cost to complete the SCT and Delta module to gain the entry-level coach certification?
Or you want to take that one?
Yeah, so we will have the final cost of both in the coming weeks, and we will be announcing that. But there will be a great package that can meet any other certification out there. We will, and that's our idea, to make it very convenient, more affordable than the programs out there, even the length, and to get the same quality and even better with both certifications. So we will have that information coming up soon.
And I think also for all of you who have joined this information session, we're going to be sending you everything that we finalize on this. This is hot off the presses. So we are still finalizing certain things around structures, pricing, et cetera, but it's going to happen in the fall, and we welcome anyone who sees it as an interesting opportunity for them. Any other questions that we might answer for you? Please do not hesitate to reach out to any of us. It's pretty easy. I am beth.hi@deltaleadership.com. Orit is orit@deltaleadership.com. Joyce is Joyce at. So we would love to field questions or just curiosity, or I'm thinking about going in this direction. What would you recommend? We love helping people figure out how this is going to work for them because we believe there is always something that's going to be able to work for them. Don't hesitate to reach out to us. And again, deep appreciation for your time, Adam. Thank you for being here. And we are so thrilled to have you and your group all wrapped up in this event. We look forward to hearing from all of you. And without any other questions, I just say thank you again for attending and have a wonderful weekend.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Nice to see you all.
Thanks, Nina. Bye.
So I have to go ahead and jump, ladies, but it's good to see you all.
Thank you, Sharon.
Sharon.
Bye.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Okay.